Welcome to this transformative self-coaching program to help you integrate and reframe the feelings and beliefs of this pattern. This program is designed to help you feel better now and more empowered in daily life. To use this program, earphones are recommended. While you listen to the words, emotions may arise. Lightly tap on the karate chop throughout playback to help your body with grounding, soothing and presence. This work is not replacement for professional care. Take full responsibility for your well-being. Start the tap. Blocked sacral chakra. My inner child speaks. I now recall the current feeling, belief or circumstance. I feel my sacral energy blocked, like something within me cannot flow freely. My creativity feels stifled, as if my inspiration and joy have run dry. Pleasure feels distant, like I am not allowed to feel good in my own body. I feel disconnected from my emotions, my desires, and from intimacy itself. It's as if I have been taught that wanting or feeling too much is wrong. I sense guilt around pleasure, expression, and vulnerability. I feel like I have to hold back my true self to be acceptable. My sensuality feels frozen, and I can't relax into connection or enjoyment. I long to feel alive, spontaneous, and passionate again, but something blocks me from trusting it. And even though I feel my sacral energy blocked and cut off from pleasure, joy, and creative flow, I deeply and completely love, honor, and accept myself with compassion. There's a dull ache inside, like my emotions want to move but can't. My body feels tense, as if it remembers times when pleasure wasn't safe. It's confusing to want connection yet fear being open and vulnerable. I remember moments when I was shamed for feeling or expressing too much. A part of me believes it's safer to stay numb than to be rejected again. Notice how this feels in your body. There's a weight in my belly, like I'm holding secrets, desires, and sadness I never voiced. I try to appear calm, but deep down, I crave to be seen and accepted as I am. I once believed that passion leads to pain, that being myself would make others uncomfortable. Breathe into the heaviness. Sometimes I feel dry inside, like I've lost the color of life itself. I used to feel so alive, playful, and creative. Where did that go? There's a quiet grief for the joy I never allowed myself to feel. My body wants to move, to dance, to be touched by life again, but fear keeps it still. Let the body soften a little. It hurts to realize how much I've repressed my true desires out of shame. I've judged my emotions as too much, my needs as wrong, and my joy as unearned. I feel unworthy of pleasure, love, or ease. Sometimes I think I'll never feel fully alive again. Yet somewhere deep inside, there's a spark still glowing, waiting for me to remember who I am. Underlying beliefs. I believe pleasure and joy are unsafe or shameful. I believe I must suppress my emotions and desires to be accepted. I believe expressing myself fully will lead to rejection or judgment. I believe my creativity isn't valuable or will be criticized. I fear being seen as too much or too emotional. I unconsciously equate emotional openness with vulnerability to hurt. I believe I must earn love by controlling my natural impulses. Ego may be trying to protect me by keeping me numb, believing that safety lies in self-restraint. Adult, embrace and soothe your inner child. I'm sorry to my inner child who experienced shame for feeling too deeply and wanting too much. I'm sorry you learned that pleasure, joy, and desire were things to fear or hide. I'm sorry you had to silence your emotions to be accepted by others. I'm sorry you were made to feel unsafe in your own body. You deserve to feel joy, to play, to create, and to love freely. I give you permission to heal your relationship with joy and pleasure. I give you permission to forgive yourself and others who taught you shame. I release any guilt and shame you carry for being human, sensual, and expressive. I honor our journey together and the courage it took to feel again. I love you for all that you are, and I'll never abandon your joy again. You are safe now to feel, to dance, to express, and to be yourself because I am here to protect you always. Message from Higher Self. Now that we've felt and honored the pain, allow understanding and light to arise naturally. Your sacral energy was never truly blocked, it was only waiting for your permission to flow again. Pleasure, passion, and creativity are sacred expressions of divine life force moving through you. The guilt you carried was never yours, it was inherited misunderstanding passed through generations afraid of freedom. You are infinitely worthy of joy and intimacy because you are made of love itself. When you honor your feelings and let yourself express freely, you return to your divine rhythm, the dance of creation itself. The old belief that joy is unsafe was an illusion, your true safety lies in full authenticity. Every emotion is a color of your soul's art, and you are the artist reclaiming your canvas. Freedom, flow, and pleasure are not indulgences, they are your natural state as an expression of Source. Bridge into your new reality. I once believed my feelings were dangerous, yet now I realize they are sacred signals guiding me toward wholeness. I used to hide my emotions out of fear, but now I allow them to move through me as natural waves of energy. My creativity once felt blocked, and now it begins to shimmer and flow effortlessly through me. Where there was guilt in feeling joy, there is now deep reverence for the beauty of being alive. I used to believe that vulnerability meant danger, but now I see it as the pathway to true connection. Reclaim your power. I choose to release the belief that pleasure, expression, and creativity are unsafe. I choose to honor my emotions as sacred messengers, not enemies. I choose to embrace every feeling and desire as part of my divine wholeness. I choose to live from joy, authenticity, and creative power. I choose to remember that I am infinitely worthy of love, abundance, and freedom. Seeing it done, I imagine myself feeling open, radiant, and fluid, my emotions flowing like water, my creativity alive and spontaneous. I see myself dancing, laughing, and creating with confidence and ease. My relationships feel warm, playful, and genuine. Life feels like a colorful river carrying me forward with pleasure and grace. I am connected to my body, my desires, and my joy, all of which now serve as channels of divine expression. I now live in a body that feels alive, flowing, and free. My emotions move easily, bringing peace and inspiration. I experience pleasure and connection without guilt or fear. My creativity is effortless, abundant, and joyful. I trust life to meet me with warmth, intimacy, and endless possibility. Closing and next steps. Take a deep rejuvenating breath. Congratulations on completing this transformative session. Take a note of how you feel in comparison to how you started. Be attentive to the reduction in the emotional weight of associated feelings and changes in how you react to things that used to trigger you. Feel free to repeat this program to completely shift and reframe this pattern and beliefs. For more details, see the link in the bio or description below.